Hello, my name is Karen Finlay-Russell and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I would like to introduce to you the Heart and Home Suite collection from Stampin' Up! This collection can be found on the in the mini catalog on pages 58 through 61. The cost of this set or suite is $211.75, which sounds quite expensive. However, once I show you what it comes in the suite, you'll understand why. So the suite comes with two bundles, the Blessings of Home bundle and the Honeybee Home bundle, a 3D embossing folder, denim ribbon, classic matte dots, Heart and Home doilies, Heart and Home Memories and More card pack, Heart and Home Memories and More cards and envelopes, and Heart and Home 12 by 12 designer series paper. Of course, these can be bought individually, but once you start creating with this collection, I am convinced that you will want the whole collection. So let's take a look at some of the individual pieces. So the Blessings of Home Cling stamp set comes with 7 stamps, 2 of which are the floral images, which are distinctive stamps, and then there is the addition of the sentiment stamps. Next is the Honeybee Home, the Honeybee Home Cling stamp set. There is 3 floral images with this stamp set, some beautiful cursive writing for the sentiments, and then 3 images of bees. The dies for these 2 stamp sets, I've cut out the pieces because it's easier to see what you're getting. So for the Honeybee Blooms dies, you can cut out the 3 images, floral images. You can cut out the 3 bees, and then you have a couple of additional pieces. So a little leafy piece and then a couple of floral pieces as well. For the Flowers of Home dies, the 2 larger stamps can be cut out. And then there are a number of greenery pieces that you can cut out as well to use in the backgrounds of your cards, and a set of 3 floral images. The stamp set comes with doilies as well. These doilies come in 3 different colors. Sorry. So cinnamon cider, misty moonlight, and sorry, I should have mentioned the colors that are in the set or in the suite. That is not garden green, but I think it's mossy meadow. But you have the 3 different colors of the doilies. And they come 30 in a pack, so 10 of each. Next up is the beautiful denim ribbon. So this ribbon is very soft. It's not hard like typical denim, and is beautiful to tie bows and knots with on your cards. Next is the matte dots. The matte dots come in 4 different colors. So you've got the white, the vanilla, the gray, and the black. They come in 2 different sizes as well. for a total of 144 self-adhesive dots. The card pack and the cards and envelopes I do not have. They were not available when I purchased my suite. So I will mention that. I believe they are currently available at this point in time. This is the Hive 3D embossing folder, and you'll see how it looks better when I show you a couple of the cards. But it is 3D, so to keep that in mind. And lastly is the designer series paper. This is 12 by 12 designer series paper. And I have used a lot of it, so hopefully I have all of the pieces. So this is garden green. And then there is a wood grain on the other side. This has bees and flowers on one side, and again, wood grain on the opposite side. Some additional flowers with wood grain. So every one of these pieces is floral one side and wood grain the other side. And the colors that are used in this DSP are pale papaya, garden green, misty moonlight, fresh freesia, cinnamon cider, and basic gray. Let's put that one over. This one's in misty moonlight. And some more of the wood grain. And of course you get 12 sheets, which are two-sided, so for 6 double-sided designer series paper. Okay. Oops, I didn't show you the back of that one, that last one. Sorry. No, this is it. So the wood grains are all fairly similar, but just a little bit different for some of them. So next up, I'd like to show you some of the cards that I've made out of this stamp set. Or this, it's not a stamp set, sorry, about the, out of the suite. These are not all my own cards. Some of them are cards that were created when I went to a Stampin' Up demonstration when they were introducing the new catalog. That's something that us demonstrators are allowed to do. They usually have an activity for us to attend. So this is the first card I'd like to show you. It's in with the garden green cardstock, and then the garden green DSP. I've got some of the denim ribbon in the back. And I've added some matte dots in. This is shimmery white cardstock. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it's shimmery. And I've used blender pens to color this in. This card is a little note card, and there is a smudge on it, but still is a cute little card. Again, I've used the, actually I've used shimmery, this is the shimmery white cardstock again. I've cut out a couple of the flowers and some of those greenery pieces for the background, and there's some DSP in the back here. This card is in Pale Papaya with some of the DSP with the bees on it, as well as some of the reverse side of that DSP. And then I've used some coloring tools to color in the floral image, and just stamped and popped up the sentiment. So that's Pale Papaya and Cinnamon Cider. This card is in Misty Moonlight. I've added the Misty Moonlight DSP. Die cut some of the floral images, added some of the matte dots, and used the Misty Moonlight cotton ribbon that can be found on page 43 in the New Horizons suite is where this ribbon is found, but it matches the card perfectly, and I wanted to keep it in the two colors, the white and the Misty Moonlight. Next up is another card in the Pale Papaya. I've also brought in some garden green, some vellum here, some of the DSP, and I've used white embossing powder on the vellum just to pop that image a little more, and I've turned over the DSP so that you can see the wood grain in behind the sentiment. This thank you card, it is in Fresh Freesia. I've added some DSP, some cinnamon cider, greenery, a floral image or two. Well, actually, I put all three of them in, and then again turned over the DSP to have the wood grain in behind. And the last card I'd like to share with you today is Stay Wonderful. It's a sentiment from the stamp set. I've added a number of the floral images in and some floral pieces, and then this piece is, I think you can see it, the 3D beehive embossing folder done in vellum, and then the DSP, and again this is garden green. So next up, I thought that I would case a card from the catalog, and I'd just show you that together. So on, page 60 of the catalog, there's this cute little card in the top. So I thought I would case that for you, and we just work on it together. I've done some of the work ahead of time. So this card is in Pale Papaya. I have already cut and scored it at 4 1/4 by 11. And of course I don't have my bone folder out, but just make sure you crease it well. And it's hard to see in the picture in the catalog, but what they've done is done a tone-on-tone stamp using What a Beautiful Day for Love, and just stamped it on a background piece, and this piece will just go on top. And I've just, as you can see, I've just stamped it randomly. I haven't, put it necessarily even straight, just throughout the card. so that it can be seen peeking from behind the other pieces. Then we have a piece of the DSP, and it's the wood grain side that we're going to show. I always think when I'm using gluing on the side, I really like that it's a waste, but it's beautiful. The blue is beautiful, but the other side is just as nice. This piece goes on straight. And then we have a piece of vellum. And when you're using vellum, it's important to note that you can see the glue through the vellum. So typically what I do is I will glue in the middle because I know that I can cover that. And with this card particularly, there's a large floral image that goes over the middle, so we'll be fine with just gluing right there. We're going to put this one on a little bit of an angle. And as I said, I've gone ahead and I've prepared this card, but this I've gone ahead and done in Memento. The instructions for this card are to use our other Stays on Black ink, but it really doesn't make much difference whether you use the Stays On or the Memento ink. So I've gone ahead and used the Memento, yes, the Memento. But next up we're going to add a doily. We'll just glue that on towards the top. This could be popped up if you like. I'm just going to put it on like this for now. I think in the book it might be, or in the catalog it might be popped up, but I think it looks fine, just the same as flat on the card. And then we're going to put this piece on a slight angle. And next up we have one of those greenery pieces, and then one with a little bit of a couple of little flowers on it. This greenery piece I'm just going to snip off a little bit. I don't need it quite that long. And then I've gone ahead, and this sentiment is done in Misty Moonlight, and I've used the masking technique to mask off some of the words that are on that stamp. So as you can see, the stamp has "What a Beautiful Day for Love," and I've masked off the "Whata" and "For Love" on the sentiment as it shows in the catalog. Just gonna grab some glue dots here. we're just going to glue these on right onto the back, and then I'll pop up the sentiment. Sorry, I just have to reach for my mini dimensionals here. And one in the middle. Take the backing off of those. Oh, almost forgot one thing. Now in the catalog it shows that they have, what they've done is use the denim ribbon and cut it down to make it thinner. That's great, but since I have the Misty Moonlight ribbon out, I am just going to tie a bow out of that and use that for this card because it matches as well the doily that I've used in the back. And we'll pop that on with a glue dot as well. Whoops. Let's fix that. There we go. Trim that down a little bit. And the last part of this is some of the classic MAC dots. And I should be using a take a pick tool. However, the scissors are handy, so I'm just going to use them. Oops. And that's why we use the take a pick tool, because this isn't working well. And there we go. Not exactly the same as the card in the catalog, but very similar. So simple to case a card in the catalog. Just look at the picture and go with what you think is best. So again, my name is Karen Finlay-Russell. I appreciate you joining me today. And a couple of things that I should mention before I stop the video is that there are a number of specials on right now. The mini cut and embossing machine is on special for 20% off, as are a number of the dies that go with the mini cut and embossing machines. Take a look at my website that's here, and you'll see the specials. If you have any questions about any of the products I've used today or anything you've seen in this video, don't hesitate to call or text me using my cell phone that's here. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video.